Coming to you live from Garrett's house. Let's give them the address.
Help me just written on the back. The address is this.
So welcome back to Natty Light. Here we are in week 10. Now,
Whoa!
10 weeks, it's felt like 6 months because it has been. But I can say last week, because this was last week. So, last week, our intrepid group of adventurers had accepted an invite to stay at the cottage of Susan Ramsey and her 2 kids, 8-year-old Tommy and 5-year-old Cecilia.
Cece.
You found out her husband, Gordon Ramsey, was not only a logger but a trainer of local militia in the small town of Ockpool. During the evening of your stay, it seems a small military scouting party came upon the cottage and decided to warn Susan against a certain roving band of treasonous assassins. That would be you guys.
That's us.
That's you.
We're assassins.
Allegedly.
Assassins with
I don't
the
think
axe.
we'd even get our day in court though. Like we're pretty
Sounds like it's
pretty locked in.
Yeah.
I don't know about this justice system.
Felix recognized the voice of the leader of the scout band as his former military academy rival, colleague, acquaintance, more so than anything.
The guy.
I didn't pay attention to him.
Another scout captain, Chase Barron.
Boo.
Boo, Chase Barron. Susan tried to lie to Chase, saying she knew nothing of this group of bandits, and unfortunately for her, he sensed that was a lie. As he walked away from the Ramsey family, he decided to destroy their home with a single explosive arrow. The children managed to avoid any damage from the blast, but Susan caught the full brunt of it and perished in the flames in Zephin's arms. After this, you took under your wing her 2 children for a short time and brought them up to the town of Ockpool, narrowly avoiding Chase Barron and his scouting group getting drunk in a bar. You dropped the kids at the logging camp under the watchful eye of the owner of the logging company and apparent, non-familial uncle of the kids, Pero Grau. You then continued north towards Ritz's home for a few days before being ambushed in the night by a pair of astral snappers. You managed to avoid their astral body snatching capabilities with the help, albeit very little help, from a pair of teenage wizards who came from the forest, Silver Dragonborn girl Din and human boy Reese. So we come back to the scene about 4 in the morning. It's obviously a dark night just before the dawn, and
Oh my god, Batman.
and you're fighting Batman,
Dark Knight.
but not that Batman.
Right, no.
Shit.
Obviously.
Din is kind of tending to one of the astral snapper corpses, kind of looking for a place. She's got a small dagger out in her hand, looking for places to cut into this creature, as it is essentially a science experiment now, just like in grade 10 when we took the frogs apart. That's what she's doing with this astral snapper now.
Pigs.
Yeah, we did pigs.
Yeah.
You did
Our
pigs?
high school has pigs.
The pigs.
Oh yeah, no, we
Pig
did
fetuses.
pigs.
Or I think that
for
might
sure.
be
I'm pig.
grade 12
Little baby.
bio.
No, we did baby pig fetuses.
Really?
Yeah. So that's what she's doing, this astral snapper that tried to crawl inside your body and steal your soul from you slowly over time. And Reese is just kind of
in university. Sorry.
That's fun. That's
Just-
really
getting
cool.
really
though.
graphic, like just a tiny shark.
That's
splayed it
fun.
open.
Sick.
I kind of love that.
That was the
Baby
moment I became
shark.
vegan.
Did you make
actually,
soup
was
after?
The pig.
No.
I wish it was baby shark that you
illegal.
killed.
Shark feet,
I wish that was the one you murdered.
Yeah, I missed my opportunity actually.
And Reese is just kind of hanging out, just drinking from his water skin. Disappointed because he threw a couple rays of fire that missed, and he's like, "Oh man, I wish I was better at my job, but I'm just a kid. I'm learning." Ugh.
Shit.
Just kind of
really too hard on yourself there.
Yeah, I'm a teenager. My life is the worst it's ever gonna be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets
Unless
easier.
you don't make
It
it
gets
into wizard
easier.
school.
It does. It gets harder, but it's easier also in different ways.
Right.
And he's like, "Thanks for lifting me up."
I don't think I did, but yeah.
I was
okay,
feeling
good,
pretty
yeah.
down, and I was feeling pretty up.
You're welcome.
And it's just like, "It's okay, Reese. We'll be fine." Then she's just cutting into this thing. She pulls out this long tongue from this what was a grinning face. Now the lips just hang loose, and the mouth kind of hangs down to almost its chest. She just rips the tongue out. There's this black ichor covering her. She's like, "Everything's cool. We're fine." And that's the situation that you're faced with.
what are you guys doing out here? Like, is this actually science experiments for the Lyceum?
Yes. So, like I said, we were training to be.
Magic experiments? No science. Which would it
Well, yes, we're wizards, so like we're learning to do magic. But yeah, it's an assignment. We needed to find a creature that can jump between the planes. So this is like we needed to find something in the wild and hunt it and grab parts of its body so we can bring it back and like study them and see kind of how they do it.
What would have happened if he got cut?
Okay, so essentially, this thing would have like disappeared inside you, and everybody else would have been like, "Oh no, where'd it go?" And you would have felt it like inside of you, basically eating you from the inside out over a period of days. And if you didn't kind of find a way to get rid of it, or we didn't find a way to get rid of it, you would have just died.
Oh.
Yes,
Well,
so you were lucky.
yeah, thanks for helping us out then. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, we did our best. So thanks for this though, because basically this is like an A+ we just locked up, so this is great.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Are there any more of these out here?
Oh, yeah, everywhere. They can just jump out of the universe like at any point in time. It's pretty cool.
So how do we prevent getting eaten from the inside?
Just like he did, it's like, you know, you just have to resist it and hopefully it doesn't jump into your
And
body.
if it did, okay, now then follow-up question, how do
Okay.
we cure that?
So it seems like they're weakest kind of at the dawn of every new day, and essentially like you just get a chance to like your body to reject it, and hopefully that's what happened. We didn't really learn how to like help with that yet,
Right.
so if it happened, it was like,
So this wound here, is it alright?
yeah, that'll heal like a normal wound. It only really becomes a problem like if they get in you.
In me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
that's when it gets
Thank God
really
it didn't
bad.
happen.
Yeah. Risa opens up like this small metal bag, and he's already or this small cloth bag, and he's like pulling one of the astral snappers in, the one that was covered in your brambles, and he's like shoving it into this like cloth bag, which looks like a normal size bag, and this thing is just like disappearing kind of slowly into
Magic
it,
bag.
and so he kind of does the string on it, and then just puts it around his back, and he's like, so it's like 4 a.m. You mind if we like sleep with you guys here, like camp out, because
That'd be safest.
it's pretty dark out there. So
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we can prepare camp and you can absolutely stay with us.
that's awesome. Thanks, guys. You're really great. Like you have a camp prepared already. 'Cause
We were sleeping.
you look
Okay.
pretty
We
comfy.
got woken up.
Yeah, by our
By the,
science
yeah.
experiment.
Yeah.
So
Did you
sort
guys
of that.
track them here?
Yeah, we did.
So you guys are pretty good trackers.
Like we're good at tracking stuff that we like know about. That's like magical, like specifically kind of like planar entities, I guess. Like we've learned a lot about that.
Yeah.
And apparently like as we get closer to Grey Valley, there's some like crazy stuff going on, and like kind of planar portals are opening up and stuff. So our teacher was like, you should go there, and we were like, okay.
There's a
And,
lot of portals opening up currently.
yeah, there's just some like weird kind of planar stuff going on, like I don't know, some devils and like demons and stuff. And this is not a devil, this is not a demon. A lot of people make that mistake. This is more aberration. So yeah,
Uneducated fools.
that's all right. And you guys are in the business, you know. You're looking pretty earthy, so you probably are more attuned to like this kind of plane type thing. So yeah, there's like probably like a dozen kind of probably a dozen planes like on this universe, and there's probably like a multiverse and stuff like that.
How much?
That's gonna upper your stuff.
How much do you know about the demons? Those ones, the red guys, and that.
Hmm?
Do you know a lot about that? The
Red
demons?
guys?
Yeah.
There's lots of things that are red, like
Yeah, but I mean specifically the demon ones. I know.
well, I
You
mean,
can just
yeah, there's
ask
like
him.
there's like
You won't
infernal.
know anything about him.
There's like infernal creatures
I
that
want
like
to like flick him on the arm.
that come from.
Flick him in the net.
Well, that was like mean for no reason. Why'd you flick him? It doesn't matter.
Fingers crossed.
Because he's interrupting you speaking, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, so like there's planes that open up to more like kind of fire creatures. There's some that open up more to like devils and stuff. Like the 9 hells. so that's pretty bad. We haven't been there yet. That's kind of like next semester. We're probably looking
Right.
at that.
Third year.
Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more like upper level kind of stuff. Upper year students are more looking at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you say they looked like him?
That's why I'm asking. That's why I flicked you because you're interrupting.
Poke more. Ask more things.
I know, but I don't know what to ask because he says he doesn't know because that's what the older students ask.
Does he know anybody who knows?
I'm literally right here. Jen's like, yeah, you
Sorry.
don't have to talk about this like we're invisible.
That was definitely not a bear asking. That was Alex.
OOC.
There was
OOC.
no accent
You're
there.
You're right. My apologies. That was not
Okay. Sorry, ignore that. Reverse the tape.
100%. Whoa, time travel. We unlocked it.
Wow.
Yes.
This is
Week
early.
10,
We did
guys.
it.
Week 10.
This is pretty early for time travel, but let's do it.
So the demons, the 7 hells, all that stuff.
9.
9 hells.
Yeah.
7 just felt more like a devil number, but then isn't it 7666 is devil?
Yeah.
Anyway, I was wrong regardless.
Yeah.
Well, 9 is
Drop
really
the
a
ball
6
there.
when you flip it upside down.
True.
So you're pretty close.
Wow, you're really smart. You learn a lot in school.
Yeah, 6s and 9s are pretty close together, so
Yeah.
just like shape wise.
you're better than me? Because you're educated?
No. I'm sure you're just educated like differently. You didn't come up
Yeah.
kind of in our system, which is cool.
hmm Anyway, that felt rude, but it's fine.
I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm sorry. not what I was trying to do.
Okay. No. Who would know about the devil things? You're saying the upperclassmen know about that, or is that
For sure, like people who are more like professional, like plane riders and stuff, kind of.
plane riders?
Yeah, yeah, that's what we're trying to be.
Okay.
That's
right.
kind of what we're training to be.
Right.
Yeah, people who do that stuff for a living. Engel Ulrich, Professor Ulrich was dope. He was cool. He was kind of good. He was like,
Oh, you know Engel.
yeah, he was like, he was like really high ranking. He was like basically when Professor Vysurin was around, he was like right under her. He was kind of like Vice, like her second. So yeah, he was a big deal. He was a big deal at the Lyceum, and he was like an incredible plane rider. This guy has been everywhere and it's like researched it really deeply. So he's
Have you
like
seen
a
him at
pro.
all lately?
No, we've been out in the field. We've been tracking these guys for like months, and since he got his new job, he hasn't really been around the school.
Yeah, on the council.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. This
Fair
politics stuff's kind of over our heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Din at this point has pulled out like she's got like little pieces of squirrel meat. She's like, do you want any food?
Sure, thank you.
Okay, you take it. This is for you. Do you want any? Do you eat squirrel?
I eat anything.
Yeah, take it. You want some squirrel?
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
This is great, dude.
Of course.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm very curious about. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Didn't know we were acting.
No,
it
it's
out.
okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
No need to apologize. Don't feel bad. It's
I'm-
okay.
Super curious. About
It's
your-
okay.
No, sorry.
No, don't
Okay, I'm
apologize.
not sorry then.
Okay,
I take it
well,
back.
All right, that's
Don't
rude.
be fucking rude.
Feels rude to take back an apology. But it's fine. That's okay.
No winning. It's Google.
Is there a fire going? Do we have a fire? Is this at night? I can't remember.
Yeah, we're like
Yeah,
4
it's
a.m.
4 in the morning.
Oh fuck.
I mean, if you
Like, we can
didn't
definitely
start,
snooze.
did you start a fire or no?
Probably not. We
No,
probably didn't start a
wouldn't
fire.
have
We would
set
just
holes
like
in there.
crash.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
while she was offering you, like you can see Reese, like kind of practicing his like prestidigitation, starting to start like a small fire. He's like, wow.
I'm just
It's
beside him,
working.
like
It's
actually
coming.
making a
Is it
fire.
working?
Yeah, striking the flint next to him.
I'm trying to make a fire, but I just can't.
He's got like little
Ritza
flames.
Yeah,
just
we
goes.
know.
Ritza just goes like this. It makes a little flame for the first time,
Druid
right
craft, like,
where
pops up.
Bear is doing his.
That's
Oh,
really
thanks,
impressive.
Ritz.
That was pretty cool.
You looked like you were struggling there. I think you just had too many.
Just need a little
You
bit
need
of time,
little-
you know. There's
Or more like the.
or just like
little sticks,
like
maybe.
magic.
Yeah.
Magic is
Just-
great for that
yeah,
too.
maybe
That's
some-
why I was
Yeah.
trying to do it. But
Yeah.
you're like really skilled. Are you sure?
That's actually the first time I've done that.
No way.
Yeah, because I used
Cool.
to make vines a lot, and then I just like
Okay.
infested his house.
I
with
saw you
vines.
make vines.
Yeah,
I
you
got
would
that
make
creature.
vines.
Yeah.
I dragged that. I have some of your vines in my bag now because it was still on the creature.
Yeah, that was actually the first time I've done that too.
No way.
Yeah,
That was
crazy.
wow.
I know. I don't believe it.
That was really cool.
I know. It just
Okay.
came out of me.
Speaking
It's
of your bag,
fascinating.
Yeah.
do you have any more of those? Like
No.
you just seem to fit an entire body in.
Why would I have
A
multiple of
bag.
these bags? No, I got one.
How much is in the bag?
How much is in it? I don't know. He like opens it. You can kind of glance over his shoulder. It's like just like a black space. Like you don't really see anything. He's like, "Phoomp," and like this dagger like comes out. He's got like, "Oh, I got a few more of those," "Phoomp," and he pulls like another one out. And kind of just drops them back in. I don't know, what do you want? Like, I don't have another one of these. This is like mine, but do you want that? Do you want the snapper body back?
No.
And
That
he
I'm
just
okay
like
with.
thinks about it, and this
I'm
thing
just-
like just like flops out like
Ew.
a fish.
Please.
You're right. I should have.
Yeah.
Sorry. And like tucks it back in. The arm kind of hangs it, pushes it back into the bag. Because I don't know. There's some other stuff in there, but like.
I can just see the utility of such a
Yeah.
magic enchanted thing.
Yeah. It's just a bag of holding. It's like, and it's pretty basic enchantment, but
Do you think you could do it to mine?
I'm not an enchanter. Sorry.
What do you
Again,
want?
student.
DT
So.
bag?
How much for your bag?
How am I gonna bring the astral snapper back to class?
I think he uses it's his backpack.
Yeah, but
I've got like schoolwork in here.
You trying to steal his backpack?
I'm not trying to steal it.
You're willing
I
to
literally
offering
have
him.
no way to bring this
You
creature
don't
back.
have-
I would fail my class.
I'll bring it back.
He's a schoolboy.
I would fail my class.
Yeah,
Why do you want me to
we'll
fail
bring
my
it
class,
back
dude?
with you.
Are you coming back now? Because we're like, we got it. Now we're going. Like
Right.
we're
We should
sleeping.
go.
I think
We
we
should
should.
go.
We're going back to Amon.
Oh, we
Oh,
cannot
no,
go.
no, no.
You know,
We
we
won't.
just came from there.
We've
Yeah,
actually
we're
just-
busy.
Yeah, we're
Super busy.
Just came from
busy.
Yeah, Dan's interested. It's like, that was weird. That was like a real change of pace. It was like, you guys were like, we're coming back. And then I said
It's
Amon.
just
And
we remembered that we had
We
to
just
be.
came from Amon and we're
It's a little
going
too
to my
far
house.
east for us.
Yeah.
We're
It's-
headed west.
right. Okay. Weird.
Northwest.
So,
It's just the opposite direction of where we're going.
right.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
Right.
convenient for us, really.
Of
I thought
course.
maybe your stop was like along the way.
So do you?
Nothing against you guys.
It's just weird because like you just asked about do you know Angle Ulrich?
Everyone knows him. He's on the council.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, even I do. I've been living in the mountains most of my life.
Well,
Which mountains?
right. Okay.
One of them.
Some mountains.
He'll never remember where he's from.
Not until it's necessary.
Yeah.
Okay. It's weird. It's just a weird thing to like bring up around. I mean, dude. What about any other council members? You didn't really ask about them. You were more interested in Angle. It just seemed so. Just
It's
This is the only one you
master of Arcana. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a wizard, you're a wizard. Or training to be a wizard, I suspect.
yes, a wizarding student more than anything. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's cool.
Are you familiar with anyone else on the council?
No, I'm like 15.
Oh,
Fair
shit.
enough.
Yeah, not super familiar
I
with
can't
like
even
the.
vote.
The working politics. Yeah, I was not consulted on my leadership, so. Yeah, no, I know Engel as a teacher. He was really cool, very good, very plugged in. Like even with all the modern teaching happening, he was like all over it. He was pretty cool. Good,
That's good.
relate to us on like a personal level, which I like.
Cool.
So, yeah, he was nice. He was nice.
Well, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
I think
say.
so,
I'm
too.
a little
Pretty
banged
tired.
up, so I think I need to rest.
Yeah.
My shoulder.
That sounds good. And then you guys are heading. You guys are heading where? You heading
West.
No.
Northwest, just up big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm actually hurt.
Wherever the road takes us.
So-
That's right.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for your help. I mean, without you, I don't know. I just would have. It would have taken longer. We might have been late on our assignment, and then we get docked letter grades and stuff. So.
Well,
Thanks.
I'm glad we could help with your education. It's important. Education.
Yeah.
Stay in school.
I agree.
I hope you use your degree.
For plane riding? Yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna see the
of
whole
course.
world. That's
That-
gonna be crazy.
That's a degree that makes
Literally,
sense
the
to get.
multiverse is
Yeah.
at my fingertips.
Wow.
So,
Awesome. I heard they're in demand.
multiverses, fingertips.
Right.
Which
Right.
The plane
plane
ride.
ride?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right.
definitely.
High demand in that
Yeah.
field.
Big time. Like
Great career
researching.
potential.
Yeah, especially it's
Good for
it's
you.
crazy. I'm super excited. So.
Yeah, let me make you a pillow. We'll go to sleep.
Okay.
Make
I will stay up for a couple of hours.
Yeah, until the dawn.
Yes.
Sure.
I want to watch him make a pillow first.
I need to. Yeah.
Yeah.
After
He
you said
just said
make
that.
you
I'm
a
doing it.
pillow, and I'm just
So-
confused.
I got a whole bunch of leaves,
Yeah.
and I kind of like make an outline of a pillow here,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
I go crisscross with leaves.
Yeah.
And then I get a
I
little
think
bit of
just a
dirt,
little
and I kind of
gargle
make it into a platform, a little bit of a pillow, and then I put it on top.
It was very nice.
That sounds fucking wicked. Yeah,
I
they
gotta roll
really
to see
they're,
if it actually worked.
they're
But yeah, roll to see if the plan
I mean,
worked.
yeah, I guess roll to see if you can pile dirt. I don't know how to. I don't really know how
Performance
to.
is
Yeah.
like
Yeah, go for it.
The pillow. Oh,
Yeah, it's
Whoa,
like,
let's
oh,
go.
baby.
You did exactly what you said you were gonna do.
Nice.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think that DC that I had set in my head.
I wish it was a
5.
natty light and you just made it out of shit.
It's a poop
You
sack.
thought it was dirt.
Yeah.
Like a bear scat, right?
It's just, it's your own shit.
So yeah, they sleep peacefully for the night or for the rest of the night. You watch the sun come up.
What's your
Getting
problem?
a short
Is
rest.
it sprinkling
Perhaps.
It's
Oh,
a
it
little,
is.
there's a little
That's
rain.
before, yeah.
out? Sorry, it was like super bright.
that's
There's a
Sorry.
little
Short rest
rain.
is what again?
Well,
Sun shower.
outside of this like
Now,
short kind of combat encounter, you probably got your long rest in.
Okay.
Because the combat encounter was no longer than like a minute.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we wrecked them.
She was dead.
Yeah.
Ritza
Wrecked
was,
him.
Ritza was
yeah, you
close.
did more of those than I thought you would be. Than
Ritza
I
was
thought you'd be
close to
doing.
death, I'll say that.
Yeah, you got pummeled.
So you guys wake up. A few hours later, you were kind of watching the sun come up. Din is kind of first to awake, and you watch her like stand up. She kind of skitters over to Ritz, and she like starts to shake you awake.
Oh,
Yeah. She's like, "Hey,
hi.
hey, sorry. So I was just like thinking, and I went over some of my notes last night before I went to sleep. Do you know like, did some devils like? Did you have some run-ins with the devil? Like what? I was just doing a little more kind of reading.
Did you find something out?
Yeah, I just need to know more about what you're talking about because so far you've just asked me if anything is red. So
Well, it just, yes, I did experience that, but all I really saw was red and
okay,
demons.
did it
and
have like wings? Did it have horns? Did it?
horns?
Okay, great. Did it have wings?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Out of
Now,
this
now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting
It-
somewhere.
Yes, it had wings.
So it definitely sounds like you have a devil problem.
Yeah, that's what I thought for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were they like? Were there a bunch? Were
there was a bunch. There was like 12
Okay.
things.
So. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I didn't know that.
From
I want
my
one.
reading, like were they tiny? Were they huge? Were they medium size? Were they like people size?
I believe my notes say like medium to large
Okay.
size things.
Okay.
From what I can remember, I wrote notes after it happened
Right.
to just make sure that I
Those notes.
remembered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So there's a couple things that like it could be. There's a few different devils that it could be. The thing is, like, do you guys have weapons that are like silver at all?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. You might need it. It will help you anyways,
Mm-hmm.
because like devils, that's kind of one of their weaknesses. So if you have any way to get that, it probably would help you.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Other than that, like I just don't know what attacked you. If it was a few different things, then it.
There
just-
was like fleshy things.
Okay, like little blobs, like little
Like-
blobs of
like
flesh, basically.
They're falling apart. Yeah.
Okay, so those are basically called lemurs. I know those. They're like they're small. They're like
I was like,
yeah, kind of like his like celestial ghost thing, except these look more like blobs of humans.
yeah.
And those are essentially like entry level devils, like people who didn't really live great lives, and the hells are like can be our servants, and you will literally live as like a blob for the rest of eternity. So that's them. They're pretty easy to kill,
Mm-hmm.
but like the ones with wings are a little more difficult. And if you
Okay.
don't have silver, it's going to be tough.
Okay.
So that's as much as I can tell you, but just keep it in mind, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
cool,
appreciate it.
no problem. I don't want to wake your other friends up here.
Yeah.
And hey,
I'm just staring.
yeah, yeah, I could feel it. So we're gonna go. You guys can keep sleeping, but
Good luck.
it's a
with your-
long road back
Yeah.
until we
come
get
on.
teleportation and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you ever come back to Iman, come by because we have way more records than
Mm-hmm.
I have in my friend's bag of holding.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Enjoy school.
Oh,
I
good
would
luck.
never go to school.
No, standard education very important. So just
Yeah, it just can be broken sometimes, you know.
I understand.
But it sounds like what you're doing is like cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
What we're doing is very cool. Okay, we're gonna. And Reese doesn't say anything. He's just like.
The Cotty?
And he just throws his backpack on. His
Oh
bag.
my god, are you guys going to?
You're sleeping. Fuck you.
Give me the bag. Give me the bag,
But
buddy.
they just kind of
He
start
just
wandering
picks up
back
Felix
through.
in the bag.
I grab my javelin immediately when I wake up and throw it at Reese.
Well, you don't wake up for another 2 hours and he's gone. So, sorry.
Shit.
And they kind of wander off. So you guys come to.
Shit.
You notice that your friends are gone. You're left with nothing but an impression of its head, of the dragonborn
in
head, in the dirt leaf pillow that you made.
Could have said thank you.
She did say before she left. She's like, "Tell your friend I say thank you for the pillow."
She did say thank you for the pillow to me.
Okay. All right. Wizards. Am I right?
Have you ever met a wizard before this?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe, who knows?
Maybe Angle. I don't know. I met him. I'm sure. Yeah, that was weird.
What exactly?
Weird encounter that they were out here looking for these green.
Do you not buy their story?
I wouldn't say I don't not believe it. I just find it weird that we kind of cross paths with them.
A happenstance.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like a random roll decided that.
The rule of.
Die.
Oh,
Dice.
you want to?
No, dice,
oh.
dice.
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah.
And I pull out dice from my
So,
backpack. I have
Oh.
like this.
yeah.
Not like murder and death.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks for clarifying. Yeah, that makes sense now. Did he say anything to you?
No. She did. She woke me up and said that we need to get silver weapons in order to make any sort of damage on what she believes is a devil that took my thing, so I'm trying to like get that thing back. So
Okay.
We're gonna need somebody to either plate our weapons with silver or find silver plated weapons. Both usually come from armories in towns, which makes it really hard
Very
for us to
risky
get.
at this moment.
Yeah.
Ritz, go ahead and roll.
I was literally gonna say something.
Disregard then. Go
Okay.
do your thing. Do your
Initiative.
Thing. Roll initiative. You never get the secret out.
Dennis back, you fool!
So, from what I can remember, the closer we get to what I believe is my town, there's a mining village nearby where my guardian used to go. We actually knew someone who would come between the towns. It's the only other person in the world that I know used to service between the towns and us and would get us weaponry or bring magic items back from our celestial being to the town. And so I know that it's close by where I'm from, but I don't know where.
Would I have ever heard of a mining town?
In the mountains where he was born and raised,
Where of course.
but
I
also
spent time-
maybe
But-
not.
Were you born
Well-
in the north? I was born in Stormcrest, and
Which
then
is-
spent time in Cliff Keep.
Stormcrest is down there, so
That's
Stormcrest is the
Cliff
one in the
Keep
middle,
is north, though, right?
and then
Cliff
Cliff
Keep
Keep
is
Mountains is
north.
up there.
That's where I
Cliff Keep-
spent a lot of my hours.
Right. So I mean, you would be aware, obviously, like the dwarven stronghold of Craighammer, which is like the greatest mining city on the planet, like on Exandria. There are small mining villages that have popped up, that pop up kind of all over the place. Some of them last for a few years. Some of them last for millennium if they had like a large enough kind of vein of material. Outside of Craighammer, where you would be, probably not. You would know of Everwinter because that was the village that
Okay.
they were. That they were a recent mining village that had
Yeah.
popped up in the last 10 years or so.
that had discovered like a silver ore mine specifically. But for whatever reason, they couldn't dig. They didn't dig all that deep yet. They were just kind of still. They were still kind of figuring out the lay of the land. But in order to know more, you'd have to either visit there or ask someone or whatever. Yeah. But it's like you say, it's a fairly recent mining village, and you know for a fact that they started there because they found silver. They found a line of silver. Yeah.
I know for a fact that mine is there because there's silver there.
Wow.
Well, this is great.
You seem so confident now in your knowledge.
Yeah.
It's a great revelation.
I just had it. Sorry, I was really quiet there for a second. It was because I was just like talking.
Processing.
Thinking takes time.
Weird.
Yeah.
We all know.
The numbers flying around. in your
Yeah.
head.
I know it.
Oh, they were mining silver. So we can go there. I don't know if I would know. So here's the fun little.
Would your friend that ran supplies between you two be there?
Likely. Unless he's
What's his name?
Keldon.
Kelvin?
Yeah, Keldon.
Keldon.
Keldan.
Damn.
I was like, I don't think that's right. It's right. He's awesome.
What's he look like?
He's awesome. What does he look like?
Yeah, so if we saw him, we could be like, hey.
What's the thing?
Does
you
he know
like
your
him-
name?
What do you like about him the most?
Well, he's like a parent to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's been there for me since my guardian passed a couple years ago, and so I've been alone.
So
and
he's
then
important.
he's important.
Very well.
He looks like Heimdall from.
Yeah, explain that in terms I would know.
He is.
I don't know what Heimdall is.
Okay, he has darker skin. He has giant dreadlocks. He's magic.
I can tell by looking at him he's magic.
Yeah, he does cool. He just looks cool. You know? Yeah. And then he has like a big magic sword. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds fun.
He is a giant
I
sword.
think so.
I wanna
I
meet
remember
this
him
guy.
having a giant sword. I don't know if the sword's magic, but I remember there's a giant sword.
Okay. And he knows you by name?
Mm-hmm.
In
Kelvin.
case any of us see him individually, that's who we're looking for.
Cool.
A really cool guy.
Cool looking guy.
He's awesome.
Got it.
It was a
Noted.
happenstance that I found this picture on Pinterest that I loved of this thing.
What is a
So-
Pinterest?
sorry, guys.
Interest.
What's that?
Oh, yes.
What is
Okay.
a Pinterest?
Found a picture of this guy on Pinterest, sent it to Adam. He's like, it looks like Heimdall. And I was like, it doesn't really. And then it looks like him.
Then
but
you
then I
looked at
watched
Heimdall and you were
Ragnarok,
like,
and I'm
no,
like,
it
no,
does.
it's Heimdall from Ragnarok when he has dreads. It's
Yeah.
exactly like him.
When
It's
he's
crazy.
not wearing his big golden
I have one question.
What's a reg dig dig?
What's an atom?
Great question.
Great
Great
question.
Back in
Why is Adam?
There it is.
You know what? No one asks how is Adam ever.
You know, nobody does ask that.
You know
and
what?
it's fine.
It's true. He just walks in, he puts his laptop up, and
He's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
He's fine. We don't
Did
have
you
to talk
roll
about
for
it.
that
Did
Did you roll to
not-
find
he's
out
not
if you're
fine.
okay or not?
He's average.
Roll deception. For
Roll
that.
to
That
decide.
sounds like you though.
Roll to decide if you're going to tell
Oh,
us the
yeah.
truth. or
I've
not.
deceived poorly.
Yeah.
I'm not fine at all.
I'm not fine.
Oh no.
So
No, everything was great.
yeah,
Stepsister was dying.
as we
Are we back in character?
as we
Okay,
get
cool.
closer to that
I
area,
never left, so I'm very confused.
you've just been standing here like,
Once
why
I'm
is
in, I'm
everyone
in.
quiet? We're all just standing here like this. It's like your character goes limp when we go out of character.
You went disconnected.
You guys pressed pause on your characters, and mine was still walking around.
Hello? You guys okay?
Hello?
There's like walking into a wall. Going on.
Right. His joystick stuck up.
Full NPC mode.
That's funny.
Shit.
I'm trying to heal everyone. Like
Cure wounds. That just works.
ball.
Greater restoration.
that's very
Okay.
Ritza comes back in. What happened? She glitched out. You guys hit a save point. Congratulations.
So
Everyone to Keldon, Silver, defeats Devil. And
That's
It actually sounds
Exactly.
really straightforward, which is great, but I feel like, just like, I don't know, we don't have the odds always in our favor on stuff like this, so. Sounds really confident in our plan, but I feel like that's just too good to be true.
Well, how long is Everwinter from here? Do you think? Do you reckon?
Shit.
The good news
It's
is,
so far away. I can't.
no, I mean, you guys are only about a few days. Nah, I wish I could zoom to a certain level. but
And
you
once
can't.
we get to Everwinter, I'd have a better idea on how to find where my house is.
Yeah, I mean, you would know to get to Everwinter. Everwinter is right on a river that kind of leads into the Grey Valley, and you guys are probably, because you travel for another 4 days after you drop them off at Ockpool before you ran into them, so you're probably like 5-6 days away from you're probably 5 days away from Everwinter and another few hours from there to your location. But that's the easiest way for you to get there is to follow the river.
Yeah, okay.
Follow the river.
I follow the river.
You get there.
Hey.
Yes.
I
guess
can't
what?
spoon feed it. I can lead the pig to water, but I can't make him follow the river up to Everwinter. It's not pigs. What do you lead to water?
Horse.
Thank you.
Horse.
Oh, you don't have those
They're
either.
very confused with pigs. You often confuse the two.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you guys continue to follow that river north over the next couple days, avoiding kind of patrols where you can. There's no further run-ins with
Let's go.
what's it said there?
Chase.
With Chase.
Bear.
With Chase Baron. God, it is. As you get closer, can everybody just go ahead and make a stealth check for me?
Ooh, boy.
With disadvantage
Oh.
Sure.
for me. Oh, both sixes. So
Oh wow!
that'll happen.
So you automatically succeed.
Wait.
It's 17.
Add
17
a little
as well.
bit of 4. So yeah, up to a 10.
17.
And Zephan?
Dirty 20.
Okay, so
Oh.
it's a group check, so you passed.
We're very stealthy.
So it's as you guys are like following along, you're
I just
following
want a
along the
bag of,
river.
like,
You get
forks and
further
knives,
north.
and
You
then we can
hit.
just-
You're starting to get close to Everwinter. She's taken more of the lead. But as time goes, the human traffic becomes kind of less, and there's a point mid-evening or so where you guys are moving along, trying to stay quiet, and you kind of hear a racket, and you hear him making noise. So you just like stop moving your fucking chainmail for a minute. You guys hide behind some bushes, and for the first time, you see these tiny kind of winged beasts that fly out, red of skin, with a scorpion kind of a scorpion tail. There's about 6 of them that are just kind of flying around. You can tell they're searching for something, and you hear one just go, and it like flies into a tree real quick, and you see like it grabs a chipmunk, and it just starts like wringing its neck, and then the other ones just like pile onto it. They fall down to the ground. They're just like ripping into this tiny beast, just kind of filling their mouths with whatever they can on it. A couple of them are fighting with each other, and that's kind of the first thing that you guys see out of these devilish creatures. And these are small variants of what you've seen, but there were definitely a few of these.
How tall
during
are
that
these
night.
little things?
They're little. They were probably only about 1.5 feet, 2 feet,
Okay.
2 feet tall, and
Right.
their wings come out to about 3.5 feet, but they're fairly small.
Okay.
They would come up to like your knee.
Yeah.
So they're just like rolling around on the ground. There's a group, like I say, about 6 of them.
I think we're getting closer.
I don't know if we can kill them.
How many days has it been? It's been a couple days since
Said 5
Since
to
when?
Everwinter.
since we got in that fight.
Since you got in a fight, yeah, about 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're about a day away from
I got it.
Everwinter. Yeah, you got everything. You're about a day away from Everwinter, and a couple days from Ritz's place.
What's everyone doing?
What are you doing? You got a few demons just kind of rolling around on the ground, a couple flying above them, diving down and trying to steal what kind of meat they can.
just massacring this poor woodland creature.
We can wait it out if we want, but I don't know how long we'll be waiting.
Alright. Well. Who's
I
in the
love the
front? Am
idea
I-
of this actually happening in character. You're like, fuck, what should I use? What should I do?
Right.
I haven't used this one in a while.
How far away are we? Sorry, from these people?
Well, you kind of ducked into some heavier tree cover. It's like right off the coast of the river. They're probably about 30 feet ahead of you or
30.
so. Yeah, they just like some ruckus in the trees, and then they blew out about 6 of them, ripping this chipmunk out, throwing it down to the ground. They're on the river bend.
Alright.
I think, yeah, Bear seeing that they've ripped out a chipmunk, I'd be a little bit like, guys, we can't just sit here and do nothing. Like, what a cutie.
What a cutie.
I think we should do exactly that, is let them pass.
I'm going to look at Ritza, and I'm just gonna say,
I don't think that will kill them.
and then I'm gonna have my quarterstaff.
Bear's like,
And
Bear's
it's
like,
gonna start.
let's do it. And then I'm gonna go.
I'm going to kind of ready in action, if that's cool. I'd like to ready an Eldritch Blast.
You're holding an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
See that quarterstaff start to glow a little bit with
grab
this
my
white
javelin.
energy.
Yeah,
And I'm
me
gonna-
too. I'll hold my
And
javelin.
I'm going to wait for
I'm gonna say-
Ritza to shoot an arrow. I'm not.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want, but I'm waiting. If Ritza shoots an arrow, I'm fucking shooting an Eldritch Blast.
Ritza's, it seems like it's
Yeah,
Ritza's
I'm not
backyard.
first to attack. I'm just holding the. I'm ready.
They all look to
Do
you.
you do this to me?
They all look to you.
Yeah, I'm literally going like this.
Okay.
And then I go, if I die,
I'm gonna thaumaturgy.
bury me somewhere nice.
I'm gonna
And then I go,
thaumaturgy. Oh, okay, you do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna puppy dog eyes.
no, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so let's sort this out. So you led the action
I'm
off,
gonna
so you
do-
start
yeah.
roll an attack. Do we have a light? Is it a natty light to start?
Oh,
Natty light!
It's so much cooler. Do I not get advantage for stealth or something? Can I roll another?
No.
Is there advantage because it's a
No.
surprise attack?
No, because I'm just a girl.
Yes, that's why.
I don't have anything.
It's all sexism.
If it was,
That's why it's not
if it was a
sexist.
guy shooting that arrow,
That's what it is. What fucking lost.
It's because in every
No, I
aspect of
just
my
meant,
life,
like-
I'm at disadvantage. That's why. So it's a straight roll for me because it offsets.
Natty Light supports women.
Of course we do.
Yeah, of course.
But you don't get advantage on
No,
your
I just
attack.
meant like I'm just a little like I'm just fucking an elf. Like I don't have anything. Like I don't have rogue shit that I can
Yeah.
surprise attack or
Yeah.
anything. That's all.
I'm
I'm
with
Yeah,
you, I'm
yeah,
with
I
you.
think
I'm just a little girl. I don't know. That's all I meant.
Yeah.
I didn't mean I'm a girl. So Adam's not letting
so
me.
I don't get
Adam
advantage.
is not letting
So
me.
funny.
Alice
No, I,
let this
I
happen.
support women.
Okay,
Let
well
me-
it's a natty
you know
light,
what?
so I.
Let me be sure, okay? Let me be sure, because maybe you might be right. You might be right. If
Because
y'all
I'm
are-
initiating it and they're not, and it, like we're not, you
They
know.
can't see us.
Right.
So we're doing a surprise attack round.
Doesn't
Surprise round.
Surprise! Boom!
Boom, bitch.
Surprise,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I'm getting
Surprise.
hungry.
Some fries, motherfucker.
Rude eyes, motherfucker.
Love that shit.
Yeah, so it's not an advantage. It's just like essentially you get this free turn without them getting a chance to.
Which is pretty good. That's an advantage. Isn't it?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Without them getting
True,
a chance to
true,
come
true.
back because you're not
They
in
don't get to
initiative
react
order.
or anything. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna go fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me try again. Action surge. Literally just using it now. Why not?
can you do it on a surprise attack?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Alright.
Why not?
I
Yeah,
love it.
I mean, yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
you're using your action surge. Let's do it.
9 plus 8.
9 plus 8. That
Got it.
definitely hits. That definitely hits.
Okay. That might have been a waste, but who knows?
Who
What do I
cares?
got? 1d8.
Do it.
8 damage.
Hell yeah.
8 damage total.
You're.
Okay. So Ritza lets that arrow fly. It impacts the imp. The imp kind of gets taken out of the arrows. It's one of the ones that's kind of fluttering above the pack. It gets hit and gets knocked down a few inches, but it doesn't. The arrow doesn't like embed itself kind of in it. It looks like it almost It kind of hits it and then just like falls off of it. Still does damage, just not as much as you'd expect it to.
Sure.
Okay, she fired it. You guys throwing your javelins?
Yep.
All right.
I would be last one to do it. I'll say. that.
Surprise
I think
round.
you're
Do it in
ready
whatever
to
order you
attack.
want. Go for it.
Yep.
Which one were you attacking? Were you just attacking kind of into the
Yeah, into whatever.
into the crowd? Sure.
Probably one on the ground. to be
Okay.
fair.
Yep.
Easier to hit, I feel like.
Yep.
So that's 10 plus 2, so 12, 16.
16. Yeah, it hits. Go ahead. Roll damage.
Alright. Woo! 11.
11.
11 damage.
Big damage.
Unlike the arrow that kind of just hits it, this magical attack seemingly hits it. This imp gets hit and just blows up
Nice.
into this cloud of smoke.
Nice.
And that is it.
Okay.
Javelin.
Yeah, I'll go reckless. Can you do that on a?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I let her action surge, so have at it.
Ooh,
Ooh,
reckless with that?
15.
You need to rage though.
Nope. Reckless is just a level 2.
Yeah. Reckless. You just.
Oh, you don't need to rage. to
Reckless. You just.
No,
no,
yeah.
Reckless. You just. Caution to the wind. You
That's
just,
pretty typical.
Yep.
but-
That just
we
means
only-
they
we
get
only
advantage
use
on
it
me.
once,
yeah.
right?
9+.
15.
Yeah, that hits.
15
Oh, yeah.
is gonna be.
Hell yeah.
That's 13 damage.
13 damage. So
Nice
funny enough,
attack.
even like
Doesn't
it does the
work.
same thing kind of the arrow does. Like it hits it
You'll
and
get
you
an
see it
advantage?
like
Yeah.
hit it in the chest and it kind of falls out of it. So how much total was it again?
It was 13 damage.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
13 total damage.
Perfect.
How many of these things are there again?
5 now.
It's 5.
Yeah, there were 6, and
Oh.
then Zevin hit 1, and you see the crowd of them kind of skitter out once they saw one of their friends just turn to
Okay.
smoke, and the other one gets hit with a volley of an arrow. One gets hit by a javelin. Okay, let's take your rip, my friend.
Javelin.
Javelin away.
Dude, Natty Light. Let's go.
Let's go.
Ah,
Half of you rolled natty lights.
first rolls of the day. I need to do practice rolls before I get
So
to battle.
cross off that javelin, you lose it. As you throw it wide, it would have been on target if not for your partner turning one into smoke. The crowd kind of disperses out and it just soars right through the middle.
Yeah.
Goes
I blame.
Close.
flies into the forest. Okay, now we can roll initiative.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah. 15.
Yeah, let's just go around the horn.
24. I rolled a 20.
Oh.
4.
This girl loves going first.
I'm pumped.
What'd you get?
I'm fucking sick of being scared of these things. I'm like,
15 as well.
I had a 5.
So I go
Okay.
before Alex. Dex
Okay.
is higher.
That's right.
Okay, Ritz, action is back into your hands. You've seen this arrow hit this thing and just kind of fall off of it, not doing as much damage as you would have hoped.
yeah, which I don't really have anything to do. Gonna try to I forget what I chose. No, I only have my grasping. Okay, I'm just gonna I'm gonna do my grasping arrows, but I get to roll to hit first, and then I can decide.
Yeah, go for it.
18.
18 hits. Which one are you attacking? There's one that looks pretty heavily damaged. I don't want to try and lead you at all, but like there's one that looks
Okay, well,
pretty
I'm just
heavily
gonna shoot a
damaged.
regular arrow at that one that looks kind of sick. That one looks kind of bad.
That one looks bad. It's the one
Yeah.
that got hit in the javelin. It
Sure.
looks like that
It's
wound is
got a-
starting to close,
sure.
but it's got like an
Okay,
open,
okay.
smoking wound coming out of
Okay, I'm just gonna take a regular shot at that one.
it. Yeah.
Do it.
7 plus 4, 11 damage.
Okay. So again, it does like less damage than you'd expect, but this
Right.
one does enough as it inserts right in the wound that Barra left open with his
Cool.
javelin. It just kind of blows up in a cloud of smoke.
See ya.
Sweet.
The imps see this. You guys are all fairly close together.
I forgot they can attack us
here.
too.
Yeah,
can.
that'll come. Yeah. Just
Got
wait.
it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can.
How far away are they?
30
Only about
feet.
30 feet.
Oh,
Okay.
we've already killed 2.
But 2 of them have turned to smoke.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it. They fly towards you, the 4 of them, like making this like flying V formation,
Shit.
and
My
they're
God,
each
it's a
going to
flying
attack
V.
they're each going to attack one of you.
These guys are the mighty
The
ducks.
Mighty Ducks.
13 plus 5, 18 on you.
That does not hit.
No. Yeah, plus 5. 13 to hit on you.
Nope.
Okay. 11 plus 5, 16 to hit.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm
And 8 plus 5, 13 to hit on you.
That'll hit, yeah.
Okay, so we got 2 hits here. 1d4
I like that we shot Natty lights, but also
We didn't get it.
hits.
Yeah.
So 1 plus 3 is 4 piercing damage to you, sir. And 4 piercing damage to you, and I need you both to go ahead and make Constitution saves, please.
Oh boy. Nope.
If you actually turn into a real devil, I'd be scared.
Yeah, that's a 7.
7.
I rolled a 2, so no.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
So you each take. Oh boy!
Oh.
You each take 15 poison damage
Ooh.
as they each, like, this flying V comes at you guys, and they just kind of disperse off, and they turn around, they just try and, like, start scorpion tailing you. You manage to shield them off. Ritz, you just kind of dodge out of the way. You two, you take some nasty stinger attacks. And then that takes us to Felix. How do you respond? Your friends are getting smashed by
Oh.
Can I
tails.
hellish rebuke this?
100% you can. Yeah, do your thing.
What is it?
I'll
3d10?
allow it.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, do you roll a hit or anything? Or just hits, right?
It just is.
Yeah, fucking hellish.
So you see
I
that,
love shit like that.
you know, the flame go around Zephyr again, the
Yeah.
eyes go red, and then I point the finger at this one, I go, and then it comes out my middle
Do you
finger.
make that
and
sound?
then
Do you
that-
go?
I go,
Yeah.
and that flame transfers through the finger and then surrounds this
Yeah.
motherfucker.
And what kind of damage is that?
It is fire, I think. Fire.
Okay, fine. No problem. Go ahead.
I realize it's probably weak, but that's okay. So 5, 7, 12, 17.
Okay, so you get hit, and this thing, as it's starting to sting you with the tail, this, like, flame again, you see his eyes go black, the shadows kind of fall around him a little bit as this fire shoots out and just turns this thing to dust. So you're down to 3. Is it an AOE, or is it just the one that attacks
Just
you?
the one. Just the
Okay, okay, perfect.
At
So
the
yeah,
creatures
these,
that day.
these tongues of flame just kind of leap off of him and just encapsulate. Yeah, you hear this demonic voice ringing out, and this thing just turns to dust. Felix, retaliate, my friend. Go ahead.
Take out the rapier, and I'm just gonna go. And this time I do get advantage because they're within 5 feet of my friend.
They are within 5 feet of your
Without
friends.
rage,
Yeah.
My friend. Well, that was a nice one.
Or no, I don't need advantage. Sorry, I'm gonna reroll. It's
Okay.
not advantage. That's not sneak attack. I just get sneak attack damage. It's not that I get.
No, but because of, like, flanking, essentially, like, it
Is that where
depends.
you're going? Sweet.
Yeah, it would be
So was
whatever
the
one you're
It was the
attacking.
19.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I mean, it hits. Go ahead and
Cool.
roll your damage. And
And
if you want to sneak attack one,
Of course.
the one that's maybe attacking you is, like, hitting you in the back, and you're just like, get the fuck out of here.
It's okay.
Fly, shoot, fly. Don't
That's
bother me. And the one that's attacking Ritz.
11 damage.
Okay.
Plus, sorry, another 3.
That's okay.
14.
14 damage.
14 piercing.
So you feel this, like, you're the first one, because it wasn't a rage attack, where you, like, stab into it, and it just feels different. You're used to, like, cutting things that have flesh, and this, like, the flesh kind of morphs around it and, like, kind of holds on to the blade for a minute. Smoke starts to come out of it, but it just doesn't. It's not doing what you need it to do. Still does damage, but this thing manages to survive it. Okay, Bear, you're up, sir.
Okay.
You're being attacked by the one that is healthy.
So after it stings me, I go into a rage.
Yep.
The spirit
You're
starts
attacking
flying
recklessly?
around me. Reckless attack.
Oh my God, dude.
That's fucking terrible.
Are you serious?
Wow.
9.
9 does not hit.
Oh,
You can,
boy.
like, this poison that courses through your veins, it's kind of making you a little woozy, and so you swing once, and the thing just, like, gets out of the way and kind of gives you a little impish middle finger, like, fuck you! You don't understand it because it's in Infernal.
I
Oh no, it
understand.
speaks common too, so it does say fuck you.
Oh, I understand that.
Yeah. You understand? He says
And
it
like,
twice.
this guy just
Like-
said "fuck you" to you.
That's fucking rude.
He says it in Infernal, and you hear it, and he goes, oh, this idiot doesn't talk Infernal, and then he says it in Common again. So you hear, oh, fuck you! And then,
Sound cooler in the other accent.
okay.
Wow.
Zephin, you are up. You've got one that is pretty hurt in front of you, and one that's very hurt that's attacking Ritz, and one that's healthy and just told Bear, fuck you.
I'm going to attack the one that's attacking Bear because he said "fuck you."
Yes,
Yeah, it
thank
was
you.
very
Got my
rude. It was
attention.
super rude. Yeah.
I'm going to.
Stefan, did you hear that?
I did. You don't want to know what he said. Actually, he said it again. You know what
He
he
said it again exactly in common. He knows.
I'm going to.
I'll just blast it.
Oh no, that's not good.
The rolls today,
what is it?
boys.
3 plus 2, 5 plus 4,
Not
so
ideal.
9.
Roll a
9
nat.
does not hit. So we had a
That's
3 and a
the
2 on advantage,
Yeah.
a 3 and 2 natty lights so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going
You
really
guys
well.
are bad at this game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Also, I
I
rolled
rolled
a
a-
2 on my save.
You did, yeah.
I rolled
and
a
you
20
rolled
for
poorly on that
initiative,
In
which
the
I would
court,
argue
doing
is
some
probably the
rolls
least
You rolled a 3 on
Yeah.
your save.
roll in the game.
Especially
really
against
matter.
this
Group.
Yeah.
So the same thing. That
It gets-
poison
it's
kind
good
of
for
courses
short.
through your veins, and
It'll
you
work first.
you fire that eldritch blast, and the creature seemingly in one place before was in another now. That brings us back to the top. Ritz, you've got one, the one directly in front of you. You see like parts of Felix's blade sticking out of him, and he's just like that. It doesn't seem to care all that much. Like it's definitely
Yeah.
hurt. It just doesn't seem to care all that much.
Sorry, I was going to bonus action use my healing light on myself.
Yeah, go for it. Go for
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna use 2 dice. Oh, fuck. That's
Ritz?
D6.
Sorry,
That's
I'm
okay.
going to. So this guy's like on me, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So then I'll have to grab my scimitar and try and stabby.
Scimitar.
Stabby.
Scimitar. 20 plus 6. Roll-
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Nat
That's
20.
a crit.
That's
Yeah,
a crit.
it's a crit.
Let's
It's a crit.
go.
So roll your damage dice and double it.
Damage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just double the die
10
plus your mod.
plus 4, 14.
Double
14.
that.
So as this one is kind of stuck on there, he's like he's trying to get out. You just like slide that blade into the throat of this thing, and then just explodes into smoke, kind of between your two swords. This thing that was between you is now gone, and you're both just holding.
Now
the
we're
blades
touching
out.
swords.
Yeah, you're basically like on guarding each other. As that one just turns to smoke.
And I go,
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
And the two that are left are the ones
You're
on
like-
you, so they're just gonna stay on you, and they're gonna try and continue to sting you. So we'll go gold for Bear here. Oh, they both hit for sure.
That's
12,
good, yeah.
12 plus 5, 17, and 16
They
plus
attack
5.
me too? Oh, okay.
The one attacked him, and the one attacked you.
Yep. That's gonna hit.
Okay. Yeah,
the two
sorry,
that are there.
just thinking about what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have that right?
Hmm?
I have that right.
I killed the one on me.
You killed the one. You did kill the one on you, so it's attacking
One's
you.
behind
That's
me.
what I thought.
The one's attacking you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think he hit.
But still, the 16 didn't hit you. I don't think, or 19. 19 hit you. You can just shield
I
it.
am a 19, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
reaction you
shield
last.
away. The one hit you.
Mm-hmm.
That's good news, at least
Mhm.
for these guys. He does a 1d4 plus 1. Yeah, 3 plus 3 is 6 piercing damage, half down to 3 for you, and then you got to make a con save if you could.
Holy fuck, there.
Oh, fuck me again.
You gotta make that.
Someone heal this bitch.
Oh my
This
god.
guy's dead.
That's I didn't make it. It's a 3.
Okay, so it's 10, 16, but it's halved because of your
Oh, thank
totem
God.
of the bear,
Oh my
right?
God,
Okay.
what is it, like-
Because that gives you
Wow.
you half all damage. I think,
Yeah,
except
everything.
for
All
except
damage.
psychic.
No, I think it's I'll
everything
check.
but
It's
psychic,
with
I
the
But
totem
these guys
spirit.
aren't doing psychic anyway.
No, sorry, it's
Literally.
resistant to all damage in totem spirit.
I thought there was a but that's okay. It
I'll
doesn't
check it
matter.
while
It
we're-
doesn't matter. Your
Yeah.
16 is divided by 2 anyway,
Right.
so I don't. It's
I'm
not
hanging
poison.
on.
But your
Hanging
totem
on.
of the bear
Hanging on.
keeps you going. You actually see this tattoo on Bear start to glow a little bit as it helps him kind of resist that poison damage.
Yeah. I also have to make a dex save for another reason.
A wisdom save.
Wisdom save, sorry,
Yeah.
which I made. I made it.
Good stuff.
I'll just keep doing that.
That's helpful. Felix, you are up as the one imp just keeps like trying to stab you with his little tail.
Yeah.
Can't pierce through your armor currently. What are you doing?
I'm going to kill him.
Okay, yeah, give her a shot.
It's
This
just
one would not be
not advantage.
no, because nobody's flanking this guy. Good job.
Good work.
7?
7 does not hit, unfortunately. Yeah,
Weird.
7 doesn't hit. So he just kind of dances out of the way of your
So
blade.
it's not.
Bear, you are up as you've got the one who's looking hurt, just not that hurt.
Okay.
Attacking.
Reckless attack on.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Holy
this is like
shit.
historically 12.
12 does
This
not
is
hit.
this
It's the
is.
same thing. You're
Natty
feeling
like
kind of
this.
woozy as that poison kind of sinks
Would you
deeper
like to
into your
switch your
veins.
dice? Would you like
Uh,
to
You
make one?
have to.
You see Bear swing his sword wildly as his eyes are kind of turning yellow and he looks just kind of out of control.
What if I roll it?
Zephyr, you are
Let me
up.
roll it right now.
Don't even do it.
Going
3.
attack
18.
the one that I tried to hit last time with an Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
Are you like that's a natty light? So.
Oh my god!
Oh, guys, we've been playing for an hour. This is bullshit.
You gotta warm up. You guys
I would
gotta do
like-
more warming
I'm
up.
doing more warm-ups.
then-
I'm literally holding like gems up to my fucking
If it's,
D20 right
uh,
now, hoping that's gonna help.
If it's
I don't even know what this does.
It's gonna work.
It's jade.
If it's
That's all
possible,
I
as
know.
my bonus
Do
action,
you want one?
if I'm
Yeah.
going to do this, I
Yeah.
would like to speak
I don't
in
want your
Infernal.
curse dice.
Okay. Yeah.
I would like to
Okay.
say, stand down or
I
you will
rolled a
die.
2. I've rolled 2 20s.
Okay. We'll see how that affects things
Sure.
on their next turn. So that's Zephyr's turn. Ritz, you are up. There's one healthy one that's kind of just stabbing at his plate, not really doing anything to him, and
Yeah.
then there's one that is taking
On
chunks out of
Out
Bear,
of bear, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
like a
take a
horse
shot
fly,
at-
an Algonquin,
Yeah.
just taking chunks out of him.
And he's going.
Fuck
Like,
you.
fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
He's
taking a
all
shot
over.
at that fella.
Fuck you, like my stinger. Lick it, and he like stabs you. He like tries to stab you in the mouth.
11.
11 does not hit.
No.
11 does not hit.
16.
You fire that arrow and it just into the
rolled
tree,
a
kind of right next to
3.
him.
And goes up to 11.
Did you use my
Yeah,
dice?
it's pretty.
No, I
good.
used mine.
Except still, the numbers of 1, 2s, and 3s at this table so far tonight has
Crazy,
been
man.
pretty
I
ridiculous.
did roll 3 and I went to an 11. Yeah,
Um,
that's
It's
dope.
insane.
Yeah.
How are you missing still? Like, that's how bad the rolls
It
are.
goes to.
Right.
Felix?
No, I need to.
It does
for
not. It goes
most
to the
things,
imps.
I'm
So
like, anything below a 5 is really bad.
the
And then I'm like,
imps-
if I roll a 5, I still normally make it.
the imps kind of seeing what's happening to their friend and hearing this infernal voice come out. And again, it's something. It's different. He doesn't sound the same when he speaks infernal. It comes from this like low kind of
What are you
guttural
doing? You do
place.
it.
Go for it.
I have a little frog in my throat. I can't really do it right now.
Yeah, it's way
Love
more.
it.
It's like that, but way more
I
intimidating.
can't get
Yeah.
lower than that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounded like.
yeah.
Okay.
So kind of like that. Can you
Okay.
do it one more time?
1 second, I have too much spit in my mouth.
That's okay. The more, the better for infernal. Yeah, but like deeper and way scarier.
Way cooler.
But it is like that. That's the closest approximation we're gonna
Way
get.
better than that.
Way
It's
better
like
than
that,
it's
but,
like that, but
way better in all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all ways.
You see the imps.
It was
Better.
funny. I was rewatching the last week when you were saying that Bear was like listening to things in the woods, and I was like making the sounds to match it. And it's funny as fuck.
You see these imps just kind of back away from you guys for a minute as they go. Their form. You see them go, and it goes. They transform into ravens mid-flight, and they just
Whoa.
take off into the sky. Just,
Fuck.
and they fly at a. Yeah, no, that's their bonus action, so they can't dash. But they fly 60 feet, kind of on an upward, like 45-degree angle. They're bugging out, flying back north.
Anyone gonna throw a javelin?
I
or
mean, that's their
Yeah.
action. So it's Felix. It's your go.
It's your
Go.
girl there, friend.
They're 60 feet away.
Javelin.
Try.
Sure.
It's
Do you have any
30
left?
by 120. Yeah, I got 4.
Okay. Even after your
You're gonna
lost
lose
one.
it, but
I have
it's gone
Okay,
after
okay.
you throw this, right?
I mean, if you hit it, it's gonna be gone regardless. Like you're throwing 60
Yeah,
feet
this
at
is
a
great.
raven.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go.
Cock.
Cocked.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
9.
No, does not hit.
Shit.
As the javelin just goes.
20.
It would have been funny.
He throws it and it soars kind of over the two ravens. Over the two
No,
ravens.
just kidding.
Bear, you gonna take a shot as well?
Somebody do something.
No, because they turn into ravens, so Bear's kind of like, oh, they're animals now, and obviously he's hurt as fuck.
So there's like that. There is that confusion where you're like, wait,
But
they were.
birds. They were birds.
Are
all
they
the time.
animals? Are they
Yeah.
animals now? It did.
He's like very confused, like,
Yeah.
"Ah, I'm fucking hurt.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna attack.
Okay.
That's true.
Zephyr, you are up. What are you rolling? What are you doing?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch blasting.
This
Yeah.
guy just
Blast
blasts.
away.
14 to hit.
14 hits. So yeah, go ahead and roll that damage.
Big money, no way means.
Ooh, 8 plus 4, so 12.
8 plus 4. So seeing your javelin kind of fly, he takes that quarterstaff and knocks one. You see this raven just puff into smoke. So there's still one kind of escaping north. Ritz, you are up. They're about 60 feet away.
18 plus 8.
That hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
7 plus 4. 11.
7 plus 4, how many?
11.
11. Okay, so that one's gone. 11. Halved. Rounded down.
No, I'm using my grappling arrow. Is that too late? I can decide after it hits.
You decide
That is-
after it hits. Yeah, but you already
But you
rolled
just-
damage.
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
okay,
it's a little
okay,
touch and
okay,
go
okay,
there.
Okay, I would.
Um,
Surge.
But it definitely,
I used
is.
it.
It definitely limps it though, and this thing kind of slows down for a minute, and it still continues flying. So it gets another 60 times 2, 120. It's 180 feet. If anybody wants to take one more shot at it.
I go over to there and cast Cure Wounds or something.
Yeah, sure.
Thank
sure.
you.
So you're healed there,
Touch.
180 feet. You got anything?
That's what I'm
I'm the
doing.
only one who's got
Zeph, and you got
anything
anything?
for that.
No.
180 feet.
Let me do a little math.
You got
here.
9 health.
Do you have anything with? Shouldn't be that. Do you have anything with a
Eldritch
range of
Blast.
180 feet?
Well,
He's
I
like,
can Misty
I'm
step
gonna
too.
take my familiar and turn it into a bird. Then I'm gonna fly
Okay.
it. Then I'm gonna
I
cast
can use
this
my movement,
through its
which
eyes.
is this is why I have to do math. 30 feet plus Misty Step, which is another 30 feet, and then Eldritch Blast if I really want to, because it's 120 feet range.
So is Eldritch Blast a bonus?
No, Misty Step
Is
is,
Misty Step a bonus? Okay.
and it's a level 2 spell, and Eldritch Blast is a cantrip.
Okay, so it did fly up at like a.
So that's the
it
thing.
flew up at an angle. So if you like Misty stepped into the sky, you could hit it.
No, because it's only
From
30
the
feet.
from the ground, it would be tough.
Yeah,
If you did it like
Because
up
you're
on
in
an
the
angle,
trees.
if you like Misty stepped yourself up on an angle,
but like so if he's going
And then
like
you
this,
fall.
yeah,
And I
he's
go
going
this
going
way.
like that. Yeah,
You're actually
Gaining
he'd be,
more.
Yeah, he'd be closer.
Yeah.
this is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
It's up to you, but
Here.
you'd still have to like Misty step to close that distance,
Yeah.
right?
I'm gonna run, use my 30 feet of distance.
Okay.
Then I'm going to,
bonus action.
as I'm running, I'm just gonna go.
Here's the other thing to consider, though.
Yeah.
Because it's going up at an angle and flying. If you
Uh-huh.
like continue to go straight into the trees, you're probably gonna lose sight. That would be my only fight for.
That's
like,
okay. I'm still gonna try.
If you went up, went up.
Yeah.
If you Misty step up into like the top of
I
a
just don't want
tree
these bitches
and you
to
whip that
fall
bitch,
down.
I'm good with it.
No,
But you got to Misty step up.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, but that's why like the math comes in because I'm trying to do the math. That's a really cool
Like,
idea. Like how we're trying.
180.
I can try.
That's how. That's how
I'm gonna
we're
run. I'm gonna
I'm-
run 30 feet,
And then-
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna look up in a tree
Yeah.
Disadvantage up
as
to
high as I can,
Yeah. 100%.
or something.
and I'll miss.
We're
I'll-
doing it.
as I'm
Forget
running.
the fine
and
points of
I just
math.
go-
It's going to get you to the very edge of your
Yeah.
range. So you see him just take off on a straight line, and he kind of looks up, and you see him do this like mental math again. You see these numbers flying around his head, and he just like disappears and reappears, holding on to this top of this pine tree. Go ahead, fire that Eldritch
Oh
Blast.
shit. You're on.
Eldritch Blast.
Fuck you piece of shit. 12
12
misses.
just misses.
No!
AC 13. As you see him just like he reaches up and grabs this tree, but it kind of like sways under his weight, and he fires it up, and it just kind of arcs past him. So you're on top of a tree now. Make sure you mark that down.
Yep. I'm running over just in case he falls.
Okay. Do you have anything to hit?
I can go? Yeah.
Yeah. It's 180 feet. If
Yeah,
you have something
clear.
that can get 180 feet,
That's my range.
you're laughing.
Arrows.
Yeah.
Let's go. 14 plus 8.
What's yeah? What is
Oh, yeah.
what's the disadvantage?
It's-
What's the range?
It's 180 is
It's normal.
something?
180, and then it's
And then 320. Is it
it's like
320 or something?
300
That's
something.
amazing.
Yeah.
Longbow.
That's crazy.
And then
That's a-
with
180. So you're just
with
firing.
That's so-
sharpshooter feet, my entire range up to 300 feet is no disadvantage or something like that. It's fucking nuts.
That's ballistic. So,
Oh,
anyways,
yeah.
I mean, it's 100.
That's
180 feet.
No, that's next.
So it is right on. It's at the
okay,
very
rolling
edge
my
of your
damage.
range.
Of the good shot.
Well, you got to roll a hit first.
I did 14.
14 plus
Oh
8.
shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
11 damage.
Holy fuck!
Damn.
So you see
I'm
Felix
pissed.
like.
I don't want to see
So you
these
Felix
things
whip
get in
that
my
fucking javelin, You see this amazing move by Zevin where he just like flies through the
I
trees.
don't mean to do
fires
this.
it.
It's 500. It's
For
more
range,
than that. Yes.
it's 150.
Ooh.
Oh.
So you roll that at disadvantage though.
Yeah, you can roll at
600.
disadvantage.
Can I run? What if I run my? I
Run
ran my
30
35. I ran my
true,
35
yeah.
feet.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then
So you
shot
moved your
it.
30 feet, and then you fired kind of up on that angle.
Sure.
Okay.
You want to count it, or do you want me to re-roll?
No, I don't give a shit.
Okay, so I ran my 35 feet. I was like,
Yeah, you kind of followed. You guys like took off
sure.
together.
I took off with
You
him.
kind of-
I took off with
You
him.
kind of just flew
Let's
up
do
to the
that
top
one.
of the tree, and you kind of stopped just at the edge of your range, and uncorked it. It doesn't matter what your damage is. He's dead regardless.
Nice.
Nice.
Let's go.
Congratulations, you solved the imp puzzle. As
Defeated the imps.
Sorry.
as it hits it,
It's
your
okay,
arrow
but it's
hits
up
it,
to
kind of goes
600,
through it,
isn't
and
it? It's way more than 300.
Yeah,
It's
so-
150 to 600.
Yeah, at
So with
disadvantage, yeah.
sharpshooter though, it's my full range is regular.
Oh
so
yeah.
with disadvantage.
Yeah,
it's
when you
insane.
get that. When you get that.
Next level.
Yeah.
level 4. Yeah,
Straight up 600 feet.
you just hit from 600. You're just a sniper.
Plus 8.
Watch this. Unmissable.
I
She
closed.
starts doing it with like her toes, like they do on like the
Challenge.
And it also is like
Tower.
ignores up to 3/4
Yeah,
cover.
yeah,
It's
it's really
full.
freaking
You just hit. You just like you just hit.
It's crazy.
At that point.
It's a crazy.
It's gonna be huge.
I can't be hit. She only can hit.
Okay,
I heal people.
Unless
So the
I roll
imp-
That's
this.
why we hired you.
that's why we hired you. Okay, so these imps are gone. They leave behind no trace. It's just dust and smoke.
I'm gonna go find my first javelin that I threw near the riverbed,
Yeah, because that one was close and
and I'll get 4.
made a hit. So you can
Yeah.
you can
The other
find that
one's
one.
gone.
The other one is gone.
The other one is gone.
The other one is gone.
Unless it was.
I'm in a tree.
Yeah, you're just kind of swinging.
I'm at the bottom of the tree.
I'm below technically.
I don't like the
'cause we ran
height.
together.
Yeah, and Bear's underneath you too. So you two
Yeah.
are just underneath.
Trying to
underneath
like
stuff.
see
Should
where
we
he's gonna
make
drop.
Should we make something to
Like
catch
a
him?
We have
cheerleading.
to
Like
go
a cheerleading like
Yeah,
basket?
sure. Yeah.
You gotta get a
Basket.
basket.
Zeppin, trust
Stephen,
us.
jump.
I mean, are you jumping or are you gonna just try and climb down?
I'm just gonna jump.
What?
Sure. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna,
in on
I'm
the
gonna aim
shenanigans?
for them.
I also have I have a
Okay,
blanket.
how we
We can
down?
make like a blanket. Like we can
Oh,
make a.
that's
I have a
true.
blanket.
Okay.
The parachute.
So we're gonna make this.
Oh, we're doing
it'll
the
be
fireman
it'll be an
catch.
acrobatics
Yeah.
check for you.
Before I do this, I'm gonna jump and then Misty step before I hit the ground.
Wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
We have a blanket to
They
catch
don't
yeah,
it.
it's an acrobatics check
I
for you
know.
to see if you know it does it.
Oh, that was actually pretty good.
Jump. Devin.
70.
Okay, so and you guys, let's make it Jesus.
We're holding a blanket.
Strength.
Yeah.
Just
That's
catch
just
a
to hold
physical
on to
person.
it. Yeah.
Strength.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's
Okay.
make it just a strength.
This is
strength
not a
check.
save, right? This is a
No,
strength.
just a check.
Just a strength.
Yeah, I was just gonna like jump
20.
off and then
20.
like right before
Nice.
I got to
Both
them,
got 20.
Misty step away.
Why now? Why
They're
are you
holding.
getting 20?
They're holding that blanket taut.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be a really soft landing
Yeah.
for you. Are
I
you
still
like?
Misty step away.
You guys are like, yeah, we got this.
We
You watch him
literally
plummet
both
down,
rolled
and then
20.
just like, and he just like lands on the ground next to you.
I'm like, I was holding that blanket
Looking
fucking
up.
good, dude.
Yeah. You just see him just like,
What are we looking at?
just he disappears in like this cloud of mist, and then you look to your left, Bear, and he's standing.
Oh
right
my
there.
god, he's dead.
How did this happen?
Oh my god, what happened?
He must
How do we
be
t-
an imp.
How do we tell Felix this is?
Oh my god, he was a demon
I
this
found the
whole
spear.
time.
Found my javelin, guys.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Can you get mine?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I found it.
Can you get mine?
That was crazy.
Um,
It seems as though we're
Shit.
getting close to whatever we're looking for.
Was this a normal occurrence, like every day kind of thing for you?
Yeah, like I lived next to the Grey Valley, so there was crazy shit, but not demons or devils.
Growing up in where I grew up, would I have heard stories of? I would have heard stories of monsters and creatures. Would this have jogged my memory, or is this like a new thing that I never would have heard of?
Yeah, you've definitely heard of like the odd kind of aberration wandering through forests that are close. Of course, they're sometimes chalked up to wives' tales, and
Right.
the way that Joran Village kind of thinks is anything that goes wrong, they attribute it to some supernatural force.
Right.
So yeah, these stories are common. Specifically, like
Yeah.
specifically a portal for devils or like
Yeah.
like incursions from the nine hells. Not really. This is kind
This
of
is a,
something that's
But I kind of
fairly
know that we're getting closer to.
Yeah, the further kind of north and the further away you get from like these city centers,
I
these
guess it's
urban
like you're
areas.
understanding like the monsters that I faced.
I understand that we're
are-
seeing monsters, so it's
Yeah.
like we must be getting close to
Right.
the valley or whatever. I
Yeah,
can't remember what
the
it's
Grey
called.
Valley.
The Grey
Grey
Valley.
Valley.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It seems as though we're getting close to the Grey Valley.
Yeah, there's lots of monsters.
You were thinking about that a while.
Yeah, you really, Zephan, you were really out there for a second.
Yeah, sorry, I do that sometimes. I zone out.
It's all right.
As
Just
you get,
about
to
to
the,
be
as you get
falling
closer to the
trees.
Grey
Zephan's
Valley,
just
it's happening
standing
more
there.
and more often.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
Sorry, my right trigger is just like,
Eldritch Blast.
Right trigger is stuck. Okay, guys, what do you want to do? I mean, do you just continue kind of your trek north? Is there any other way you want to?
I'm a little hurt, so if we have any time to rest, they'd probably be best.
You healed him up?
Yeah,
already?
he got
Just
9.
a 60s
Okay,
ago,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So I'm still kind of.
He could use more.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, it's like midday, so you wouldn't be able to like long rest. If you want to take a short rest, you're welcome to do that before you kind of continue north. It's also at this point, like
I suggest we.
probably within this day, you'd probably be able to get to the village.
Okay.
I suggest that we walk a little bit away from this area
I agree.
and then take a rest, maybe an hour.
Because you are off, like you're off a thoroughfare, so again, you're not really seeing a lot of foot traffic. You're not seeing humans nearly as often because you're not like traveling along a road. You're just kind of following this river north. There is a couple places where the road crosses the river, but you've been able to evade those mostly. So yeah, like you're not necessarily in.
Maybe just get some
Immediate
distance
danger.
from this.
Yeah, we're gonna get away
From you're not
yeah.
necessarily in immediate danger of people. Right.
Still gonna take we're gonna go walk for an hour and then we can rest up and
Sure.
Yeah.
eat whatever.
We could also actually take a break and get food for ourselves if we want to at this time.
That sounds very smart.
Yeah.
That's great.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant.
Good job.
Thank you, Vincent.
Good job.
Okay, bye. We're getting sushi now.
So you guys sitting for a short rest?
Yeah, we went for a walk and now we're having a short rest.